And hello everyone, welcome back to another HTML tutorial. Well, there are a lot of types of video formats such as MPEG, also known as MP4 I think that would be MPEG-4. Anyhow, so MPEG, AVI, WMV, MOV, Flash, OGG, all of these. So whilst there are like a ton of these video format types, officially supported types are only MP4, WebM, and OGG. So you want to try and keep all of your video content in those three formats. So either MP4 or WebM or OGG. Same with music. There's a lot of types of audio format you can get, like WMA and AAC, WAV, OGG, MP3. But HTML only has official support for MP3, WAV or WAV, and OGG audio files. Now, if you want to follow along, I'm not really going to post my videos and music and stuff I have online. Not really necessary. But I can recommend you to go to Pixabay if you want to get some free music and free videos. So here you can search for music. I'm using this Everything Feels New song. And then you can also go to videos if you want, and you can find yourself a video. I think I am using this one, the Sand and Beach one. Now let's first start with displaying a video. So we have a video tag, because it's already supported. You can put your source in here directly, but usually it's not recommended to do that anymore, because you can make it so much more powerful if you don't do that. Now the reason why you don't want to put the source inside of the video tag is because you have a dedicated source tag. Now I'm not going to go too deep into this, but basically you have a source tag and you can link the source to your video. So here you can say src is equal to, and then we can say vid.mp4, and you can also specify the type, because this can also be used inside of the music tag or the audio tag, which we'll get to. And you can say video, and then what type of video, in this case MP4. If it was an OGG video, it would be OGG. If it was WebM, it would be WebM. But in this case it's MP4. Now you might also have a backup video. So let's say their browser is old and doesn't support MP4. Then you can have your OGG, but you actually need an OGG file. I only have MP4, so this won't work that great. But then you can say OGG. And let's say their browser also doesn't support OGG, but you do not have a WebM version of your video. So then you can say your browser does not support the video tag, or something in this sense. As you can see, there's the video. It's pretty big, so you might want to resize it. So let's go here and say the width, and we can make that equal to, let's say 400, and I believe those will be pixels. As you can see right there, there's the width. You can also set a height, but since I'm already setting the width, it will just keep it at the same aspect ratio, so I'm happy with that. Now currently you can't do anything with this video. It's just like an image. So to give controls to this video, you can say controls, and this will give the video playable controls. So now if I play it, you'll see the video plays. This video doesn't have any sound, so it doesn't matter if we can hear the sound or not. And there's also a download, playback speed, and picture-in-picture mode. Now let's say we remove this MP4 one. What will happen? There is the OGG one, so it's just going to give us an empty thing. What if we remove that source tag? Also, nothing will happen. And yeah, that's what will happen if there's no sources to play from. It will just for an empty video. But because my browser still supports showing videos, it doesn't show this, because I'm using Vivaldi, and Vivaldi supports showing videos. So this works perfectly fine, and it will never show this. You can also give other things. For example, so let's say when the page loads, you want this to autoplay, so it plays automatically. You're going to say autoplay, and this will automatically play it once the page reloads. You can also give it things like muted, and this will mute it by default. So as you can see, muted by default now. And there's a lot of these cool attributes you can give it. However, I think I'm just going to keep it to this for now. Next up is the music. And right off the bat, we can remove the source and give it a controls tag. Then here, just like with the video tag, you say source, and here you can say src and music.mp3 type, and you can say audio/mp3. And of course you can add more sources here depending if the browser supports each source or whatnot. And here, if you play it, it will start playing the music. And just like with the video tag, it also has the muted and autoplay, so you can both mute it and autoplay at the same time. Don't really know why you want to do that, because if you say autoplay and you say muted, then it's going to play, but you won't be able to hear anything because it's muted by default. So don't really know why you'd want to do that, but you can if you want to. Now, of course, some of you might be wondering, okay, but what if this is in a different folder? So let's create a new folder and say music. So what if this music here was inside the music folder? What will we do then? How will we use it? Because if we're going to refresh, it's not going to know what to do. Or actually, it seems like it does. Interesting. But anyhow, if your audio is inside of like a source folder like that, then you can just say music / and then as you can see, there's mp3. Now if you do that, then you can access the audio file if it's inside of a different folder. So you can just use this slashing. So just like if you were to use an image, it would be the same method of getting to that file. Now sometimes you don't want to store the videos on your website because storing videos is kind of expensive because they take a lot of storage. So you want to rather store a video from YouTube on there. You want to display that video. So what you can do is you can go to YouTube, choose your video, and let me just make the screen a little bit bigger. Then if you scroll down, you'll see a share button. Now this share button has the option to embed. If you click on the embed, it actually gives you an entire piece of code snippet which you can use and just directly paste into your code. That's the very nice thing about YouTube. They do all of this for you. They set the width, they set the height. You can of course change this if you want to. They set the source to the YouTube video. They set the title. They set the frame border, and this is in an iframe, but you don't have to worry too much about what that is right now. We'll get to that in a future video probably. And it says what is allowed. So it allows autoplay, it allows clipboard write, encrypted media, gyroscope, picture in picture. If you save this, then it will load in a YouTube video, which I think is pretty neat. And if you play it, then you can play the YouTube video from the website. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, that's basically media files, including media files from outside sources on your website. You can use iframe with more than just YouTube though, but I'm not going to jump too deep into iframes just yet. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all again in the next HTML tutorial.